anyways, you know what I became fascinated with since I got here? Because New York has changed so much with all these glass towers. Tallest building in Manhattan. There's this new... There used to be this place called the Drake Hotel where Zeppelin and all these guys stayed. And this place that replaced it is 432 Park Avenue. And you have to see the fucking views of this place. It's so tall, like you can see the roundness of the world. Or the flatness, you know, depending on what you believe. You can see the end of, like, you know, those people that I think they think we kind of live in like a giant coffee cup. Is that what it is? You know? I mean, there has to be, like, even people who fucking don't think it's round, it's got to be half round, right? Like you cut a tennis ball in half, then you just filled it all in with land and ocean, right? Do they think it's like that? I don't know. Dude, this building on the top floor, they have this website. I think on a clear day, you could almost see the Tappan Zee Bridge. You actually look over the Freedom Tower, past the Statue of Liberty, past Staten Island, out to the ocean. And the top floor, I can't remember if I already talked about this in the podcast, went for $95 million. I think you get the top 2 floors or something like that. And then the floor below it, the apartment below it, the second highest one, is still for sale at $85 million. And I'm thinking the reason why that isn't selling is who the fuck is going to pay $85 million to still have some asshole walking on his ceilings? Can you fucking keep it down up there? You know? Some rich guy walking around. I think, you know, they probably, I would think at that point, you could literally be wearing tap shoes and, like, it's so expensive the person below you can't hear it. They got to have some sort of soundproofing or spongy floors. I don't know what it is, because I know people who are that goddamn rich would not tolerate listening to somebody walk. You probably have a herd of horses up there. The person below it wouldn't have it. So probably the reason it's not selling is they just can't handle it. They can't handle... If you have that kind of money, you want to be the swinging dick in your building. There's somebody else above you dropping his junk on your forehead every time you walk out the door. Can't have that. What I did find interesting was that the building was so tall that they actually had to call the FAA. Because I learned last time I was out here, I flew up to a gig in a helicopter, right? I just wanted to fly over the George Washington Bridge just to do it. And he said Bravo Airspace, which would be LaGuardia, JFK, and Newark, was 900 feet and above. And this building's like 1,300 and change. So it actually literally goes up into commercial airspace. So at nighttime, there's like these floors that are always lit, which is pretty cool. And I don't know if that's because of the FAA or what. They usually just have like blinking red lights on the top or something like that. Like, hey, don't hit this, man. Anyways, I don't know. Who has that kind of money? Who has that kind of money? How long is that elevator ride? And also, how long before somebody base jumps off the top of that thing? And if you did, could you make it out to Ellis Island? Actually, you know something, as far as like jumping, that's not that high up if you're going to try to fly, right? When those guys, don't they usually jump off a mountain? Ron Burgundy, I wanted to shout it from a mountain. Don't they, you jump off a mountain, they go all the way down a mountain, right? Jesus, Bill, you've really talked yourself into a corner here, haven't you? Yeah, I have.